the off to some competitions, votes, public votes, and a lot more. There can only be one winner, one chameleon. Watch us on Condor Online. Hi guys, MJ Carter here for Chameleon. I am here with Joshua Cleave, but first let's take a look at his new film, The Rage. MJ Carter here for Condor Online. I am here with the director, Mr. Joshua Cleave.
Hi.
Hello, thank you so much for coming down.
Pleasure.
So we're going to talk about your shows, your films and stuff like that. So, The Rage, it's had so much success.
It has, loads of success. I wasn't expecting half of this.
That's fantastic, and then you see like your work pay off and everything you've put into it and all the time and stuff. You must be so like overwhelmed and so in love with what you do.
It is, yeah. It's been incredible. The love and support we've had for it has just been, just amazing. It's just snowballed since its first festival show, and it's just got better and better. And I think they do say success kind of breeds success, and I think that has kind of made it bigger than it is.
Was you expecting the audience? How they felt and how they took it, and
no, I can't. No, to be honest with you, I didn't kind of know what to expect from it because when I made the film, I made it because I like it.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about what people's reactions were going to be, if people enjoy it, if they're going to hate it. I just made a film that I loved. And
so, where did the idea come from in the first film, then The Rage? What was your background?
The idea, well, I love horror films. I love the whole horror genre, and I wanted to make a zombie film for years, but never really come up with an idea that kind of stands out because there's so many zombie films out there. They're all kind of very samey, and I saw a music video called Bad Motherfucker by the Broken Elbows. Sorry, I don't know if I can swear that. But they've got they did like a GoPro first person view video, and it was basically an action film about a guy escaping from some gangsters, and I loved it. Straight away I was like, that's what I want to do as a film. Yeah, and I was trying to think of a way of doing it as a zombie film as well that was different, because there's so many like parkour videos that are like zombie chase things and stuff like that. So I wanted to make something that really stood out and was just its own little film, and the idea just kind of came to me, and
that's fantastic. So an injection of innovativeness. So the sequel that you're making now, can you tell us about the process of that?
Well, I didn't have any intention of making a sequel. The first film was a nice rounded little story with a nice little twist in it, and I was happy with where it was. And obviously, since the success of that, people have been like, we want more. We want a sequel. We want to see more of it. So I got an idea that I scripted, and it just got better and better and better, bigger and better and bloodier. And from that, the Rage 2 sort of been born. But it's huge compared to the first film. So we had to do a crowdfunding to raise the money to have a bit of a budget to play with this time, and pay for locations, pay for better special effects and makeup and props and actors and stuff like that.
And do you think with the first film being like such a success and stuff with the audience, do you think the crowdfunding has helped a lot on the sequel?
Oh, definitely, yeah. There's no doubt that it wouldn't be possible without the crowdfunding, for sure. Because we've got the first film, I funded out of my own pocket, which was good because we had so many supportive people that they were willing to give their time for free. There were people that were giving us locations for free. And
so more of a collaboration and getting artists together. So I want to talk about the prosthetics and the makeup and stuff like that now with your production. So how have you gone about designing your look, knowing what you want? Knowing what brand, what image you like, how have you gone about that? Have you spoke to makeup artists? Have you liaised? Have you consulted?
We've got the Rage is an infection film. It's not like an undead zombie thing. So everyone in it is infected. So we wanted to go for someone who would look ill, basically. Like you could see their veins, you could see that there was something bad in their body. They'd be sweating, they'd be bleeding. there'd be blood and stuff coming from like their ears and their mouths and eyes and things. And then we wanted to sort of give them like the kind of the running sort of hectic, scary sort of infection, not the slow, plodding, stumbling kind of zombie that you get in most films. You know, I wanted these to be like terrifying, and you know, if you had one running at you, you would brick it and like want to run for your life, basically. Yeah. So, but there was quite a few ideas, and I think when we worked with a makeup artist, they kind of went through different test shoots of how they were going to look. You know, we tried different looks to see what would be the most frightening on camera.
Yes,
and we, at the end of it, we got like a great look, and just basically went with that, and every makeup artist mimicked that look on all the other Ragers. So.
Called Chameleon, which we spoke about, and is about makeup artists, special effects, cosplay, body art and stuff like that. Okay. I want to know, is there something we could do with your sequel, maybe with our makeup artists, something in like for the film? Is there anything we could...
There's there's a couple of big Rager scenes where it involves a lot of action and a lot of bloodshed. So if there's a way that they can create some kind of wound, there's a lot of shooting, so if they can create some kind of maybe like a head wound or a facial wound that we can then add to one of our Ragers in the film, then they can do that. You know,
that's
they can
fantastic.
Go crazy.
It sounds really exciting. So what would you like? Would you like someone, because obviously you said a lot of guns, a lot of shooting and stuff like that, not for the faint-hearted, this film. Anyway, so it would be like a blood wound, gaping, bit of head ripped off, the normal stuff. Yeah, well,
we'll basically be shooting the hell out of the Ragers. So if they can create something that's something that, if there's a way of like it exploding, you know, they have like squibs in films that are like pressurized explosions for gunshots. If they can recreate something like that we can use maybe on a face or a chest, or even if they create like some kind of fake body part, like if a limb was to get shot off or something, you know. So they could just go wild and
go wild, I like that one. So you'd want us to do something in the scene and stuff like that, our makeup artists, but something that obviously sticks with the script and stuff like that. Obviously, story, Oh, that sounds exciting. Well, all will be revealed, thank you.
It's still actually doing the festival circuit at the moment, but it's been doing brilliantly well, so much better than I ever expected. It's been to festivals and horror film festivals all around the world. It's won over 7 awards so far, including the best short film and best horror film at the short film show earlier this year, which is just an amazing achievement and a great boost for everyone that's involved. The absolutely legendary prosthetics and special effects makeup artist Sean Harrison, who's on board. We have Terry Langley from Vile Style Effects, which is on board for the effects makeup as well.
Now, I know you've entered a lot of film festivals.
Yeah.
What was your favourite one?
My favourite one, oh blimey, there's so many. My favourite that really stood out is the one that was actually on TV, the short film show. They've that was amazing because it actually premiered on TV earlier this year, and then actually went on to win best short horror film and best film of the series at the award ceremony as well. So that's probably my favourite. But there's loads. There's so many great local festivals around here. There's the Slumberjack Entertainment. They do a great festival in Runcorn.
Yes.
There's local horror festivals as well. There's obviously the Liverpool Independent and the main film festivals. There's the Escapist Film Festival, and they're all like small indie festivals as well. They're not like big, huge, money-grabbing festivals. They're small, little, supportive festivals that want local filmmakers, and they want to sort of showcase their work and, you know, show films that big festivals wouldn't normally
screen. And do you feel
screen.
that going into these independent festivals it helped your film a lot? Do you think it's created a wider audience? Do you think it's been not accepted, but, you know, people have viewed it in a certain way, like, oh, this is different, this is something that we've not seen before, and that's what you want as well. As you said, there's so much competition out there with the zombie films and the genres, but the way you've gone about it in your films, and obviously it's successful, you know, it has been with the sequel and stuff. Do you feel that applying your film into this has made it more like, more of a wider audience?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, we've got. I don't think that it would have been half as successful if I hadn't got into all these festivals, because they all sort of support each other, and I think when you get into one good festival, you then find that they'll share the film on their like social media, and then other festivals will pick it up, and then other horror fans will pick it up, and then like bloggers and podcasts, and it kind of just snowballs. Like once you kind of get like something good, like everybody sort of tends to notice it, and
yes.
I don't think I would have got that if I'd just got into a big festival, because big festivals are great, don't get me wrong, and I'd love to got into, the main Liverpool film festivals, but the type of genre that it is, obviously it's a horror and it's got a lot of gore in it and a lot of action. It doesn't sit with the theme of a lot of festivals. A lot of festivals like emotional, kind of realistic stories that people can relate to. People can't really relate to the Rage show.
About that as well, that with your film, it's your baby, where you want to take it, where it goes. You're not just trying to shove it in every post box. You've actually gone about it and been like, no, this is the lane it's going to be in, this is where it's going to go. And I think that's so commendable today, because social media, how do you feel about that as well? Do you think that's a good platform? As you said, you've had lots of online views and stuff like that. Do you think today, when did you start writing your film?
The first Rage, years ago.
Years ago.
Yeah, I got the idea ages ago, but it just took forever to kind of, produce. We had to find, obviously, a proper lab to film in. We had to find stairwells that we could fight in, and rooftops that we could film the ending on, and those things aren't just everywhere. They were difficult locations to find. So it took quite a while, and we finished. The whole production took over a year to make, even though it's like an 8.5-minute film. It was so much work that went into it.
And by the time you were doing that, was you building on platforms with posters on your social media and your Instagram?
Yeah.
So
we had
attracting an audience.
Yeah, well, we had we opened a Facebook page ages ago, just to kind of promote the sort of the festival, and sort of follow our sort of journey in sort of post production, to seeing where it was going, seeing behind the scenes and stuff like that. And then since that, we've started Instagram and Twitter as well.
And I think stuff like these as well, if you're starting out as an independent filmmaker, that they're free, as you spoke about, and you can get on there, you can build your platform, you can tell people what it's about and stuff like that, and give them like teasers as well. So also I want to know about the future projects and stuff like that. What else are you planning to do with the Rage part 2?
Well, I'm probably at the minute we're probably going to go down the same route. But like at the moment, the Rage one is still doing the festival circuit. Yeah. So we can't, annoyingly, stick it online, because it then doesn't get into certain festivals. So they've got to do the festival run first, and once that's finished, then you can either put it on like a video on demand online, or if we could distribute it or sell it to someone, then that'd be nice. So we'll do the same route with the Rage 2. We'll send out to the festivals.
Well, it seems to be working, so.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll be even more successful.
So I want to know also about your crowdfunding, because that's what your projects. How can people viewing this, or viewers or anyone watching the video, how can they support your crowdfunding? Okay. Well,
we've got till September before it ends. They can go to it's on Indiegogo, and if you go on there and just search for the Rage 2.
Fantastic.
It'll take you straight to the page.
Indiegogo, the Rage 2 crowdfunder.
And we've got everything on there. You get perks back as like a special thank you for donating as well.
That's really nice. So that's rare as well. That's really nice.
But they've got we've got loads of stuff, from obviously your name in the credits to signed merchandise, signed scripts, signed posters, even like exclusive props as well. That we're going to do like a little competition.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you can.
Wow, it's really cool. Yeah. Oof. Social media and stuff also. Can you tell us your social media, where we can find you, where we can find your film, yourself as a director and a writer too? Would you just
well, we're on Facebook, the Rage Films. We're also on Twitter, the Rage 2, and Instagram as well as the Rage Films.
And we'll link everything below. Thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure. No, thanks for having me. It's been great.
Thank you so much. MJ Carter, on behalf of Condor Online, with the fantastic Mr. Joshua Cleave. Thank you very much.